Hello and welcome to another update video about gold futures. So on this chart, yeah, we've seen that 5-wave move up that will gives us a further indication that we're actually moving overall higher and that pullbacks should remain corrective. We want to talk about that a little bit more. Yesterday's video was around the idea that we could have bottomed here in this 4th wave, at least in the A wave in yellow, which could still allow for a wider ABC structure, right? That would be one scenario, ABC in wave 4. And the idea was that at least a low in the A wave is formed due to the size of that rally. But if the wave 4 bottomed in the white count, then we could move to new highs. And I said to you, I prefer that. And the question is only, how do we, I explained to you that we don't necessarily need to see a 5-wave move because A waves can be 3-wave movements. And I also explained to you again that this entire move up is a diagonal. So we expect an ABC structure in circle 5, which could obviously send us higher to new highs. First of all, obviously we need to cross above 2,800, which is the October high. There's a bit of a way to go. But with that move to the upside, yeah, we have to expect that the A waves can be 5-wave movements or 3-wave movements. And yesterday I already gave you a support area, as long as we hold above it, 2,566 to 2,612, we can focus on higher. But if we get 5 waves up, or let's say if we get one more high, we have a 5-wave move, and that's actually quite good. Because this 5-wave move means that if now wave B happens, the pullback, we should form a higher low, right? But there's no pullback at the moment. So all we have is now 5 waves up, which is good to see because it adds weight to my thesis that we've bottomed there, at least locally. And it would be like that. So a 5-wave move up in the A wave. And if we now adjust the support region, it's now defined between, well, it's not really changed, 2,568 to 2,613 is micro support for a possible B wave pullback. That's what I'm tracking right now, right? So that means just waiting for evidence that a B wave has started. And against that last swing low, which is the internal 4th wave low here, the focus could be on higher in the short term. So that's 2,620, but it might stretch a bit higher, but it's this is the key level against which the focus could be on higher, but a break below it would indicate wave B has started. I would then expect this support area to hold based on that structure. And then we can watch for a C wave rally. And this is where it will, this is where then the larger A wave could form a top, or the yellow B wave, which would be bearish, short term at least. And then there will be a support area for this B wave as well. So in the white count. Yeah? So if it's the white count, we should see overall 3 waves up in wave A, at least from what I can see right now. Bear in mind, these corrective patterns always morph, but the levels should be clear. And then the pullback, if it's corrective, we should have another setup for higher in wave C. Maybe even closer to the 3,000 region. And talking about the yellow B wave, I mean, B waves can overshoot. We know that. There isn't really a resistance area for the B wave, but I can give you some levels to watch. I mean, especially if the A wave was a 3-wave move, we know that B waves sometimes even overshoot. It's something to, but that requires we have to pay attention to the micro, let's say the micro structure as well. But for now, let's say standard levels to watch are 2,699. Let's at the 50% fib level, just levels to watch, right? 2,669 nearly reached, 2,669, 2,699, 2,744, 2,771. I mean, that's sort of a very common area there around the 78.6 to 88.7 fib for a B wave, but they can overshoot. So it's about understanding those levels, paying attention to them, and if there is an impulsive move to the downside that starts from there, it might be the C wave in yellow. But for now, let me remove that. For now, I'm just watching the price go a bit higher. Maybe it will find resistance there at one of these lower fibs and then give us a support or pull back into a support area for one more high. And then the next pullback, right? And If this is corrective, new highs. So that should give you everything you need to know for gold at the moment on this time frame. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, check out our stocks and S&P 500 service if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 and stocks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.